turn off your computer. There's a 6 play.
No, I have no audio coming through.
All right, what does he have to turn off to make this work?
It's speakers.
You got to turn off the speakers. You got something on the speaker.
Let's try this. How's that? Testing 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. We're good. Thank you. Now we don't have the feedback. All right, this is Thunder White Cloud. Thunder White Cloud is the boy genius behind Holidium Lab. Now, Thunder, you and I had a conversation last night about shifting or changing the Disneyland vortex energy, and you had some. I just wanted to go through that process again. I think I got you last night a black and white photo of the original carousel and its original location from Disneyland somewhere in 1955, 56 or so. And we talked about you having a plan to actually shift this energy. You want to talk about that?
Well, it was a remarkable idea. I was not aware, of course, the original design on what Walt had in mind, and of course, well, nobody knows history like you, Sean. I mean, you understand Disney quite well. But the original design had an intention of energy that I clearly see. What we were able to do was I was able to extract the biomimicry off of that carousel that was built right above a couple of ley lines.
Right.
So it makes...
We've got 3 major ley lines with the carousel rotating as a centrifugal, you saw the plants in front that were like the sine wave, and we've got the carousel rotating as basically as a rotating caduceus. And the goal being, how do we rearrange the energy to re-energize the center of the vortex that's now where the stone, the anvil of the stone and the sword, the King Arthur sword, are now. So that
I have a very clever way of doing it. But what we saw there was the unique pattern of how that carousel, when it was spinning, creating that energy as the plants that were around it, like you say, were creating the sine wave. Well, that sent a energetic, frequency up and down the ley lines. Now, it looks to be that that was somewhere moved in the early 80s?
it was moved between, when they redesigned Fantasyland, they took out all the King Arthur stuff and all the tents and all that, and they put in all the various buildings. They redid the facades on Peter Pan, on Mr. Toad, on Snow White and all that, but it was between 82 and 84, and then they pulled the bridge. Actually, they dropped the drawbridge had only been dropped twice, once in 1955, they pulled it up in 82, and then they dropped it again in 84, and that's when it started spinning. That's when Michael Eisner took over, and many people believe was kind of the beginning, the end of the Walt Disney dream. They started doing adult films, not like porno stuff, but I mean adult R-rated films. I think their first one was Down and Out Beverly Hills, and they had Touchstone Pictures and Hollywood Pictures, and that's when the animation started going to craft and all that stuff. So there might be a way to fix it, other than really moving the carousel back into its original position. Is there a way that we can re-emphasize that vortex?
Right, which Disney's obviously not going to do that. So what we've designed, what we designed here, and I spent most of the morning here putting that across an M state matter frequency, balancing it all in. And here's what we came up with. We can target the sword as the frequency receptor as if the carousel is still laying on top of it. Utilizing that energy field, I can use satellite image to get coordinates, and then target that frequency to that longitude, latitude position, and that biomimicry field will then simulate the recreated multi-dimensional field that Disney originally has put there. And what's interesting about that, if we follow that ley line, what direction that we're looking at from Anaheim, California, headed toward like where? Vegas, up toward San Bernardino?
Actually, the ley lines run sort of north-south. You have two lines that go up that go through as the line comes across from the northwest. There's one line that comes across that cuts through. That one goes all the way down towards San Diego. Runs through Lawrence Welk Valley. Actually, Lawrence Welk and Walt Disney were friends, and Lawrence Welk Valley was also designed. It was a laid-out planned retirement community. It was also designed by the same guy, C.B. Wood. And Cornelius Vanderbilt Wood was the fellow that worked for the Stanford Research Institute, that developed remote viewing. He also founded, I think, the Mind Science Institute. And then he became, and I met him in the 70s, because then he became chief executive of McCulloch Corporation. I dated Linda McCulloch, and they do chainsaws and oil. And
Right.
he was the one responsible for bringing the London Bridge over from England and then putting it in Lake Havasu. That was also Bob Wood, the same guy that designed Disneyland, or C.B. Wood, I'm sorry.
That was a.
I'm sorry. So the one line goes through there. The other line comes through Riverside, at the edge of Riverside, through San Bernardino.
Yeah.
And that one then comes through, and then there's another line that goes basically kind of straight up. I'll show you. I'll send you a copy of the ley line map. But it is interesting that the line that goes through the edge of San Bernardino Riverside is also directly on the ley line where Ray Kroc actually started.
McDonald's. That's right.
Yeah. So there's a whole energy frequency there.
And I just love that food.
And then the other one goes all the way up to yeah. Who would have imagined you could get kale salads at McDonald's now? It's kind of funny. So now, are there laser chips? Are there holographic chips that we can actually put maybe on the stone or the sword itself? I mean, obviously the Disney people will take them off.
Right, of course.
Right away.
So what I.
Hide them somewhere.
No, we're even more creative than that now. We've came a long way, Sean. I had a really major breakthrough here about 4 months ago where I was able to change the temperature of a building just by getting its coordinates. And we energized our thermal application system to that building. Thus, we can do it remotely. We'll target that sword as where the bioenergetic field will now start to emit. So it's pretty cool. I think while I'm doing that, you know what? We might as well throw in a bonus. I think it stinks over there at Autotopia with all those lawnmower go-kart driving around. So maybe let's clean up the pollution over there at Disney as well, huh?
Yeah, well, what just happened was they closed Autotopia for about a year.
Oh, did
And
it?
Honda took it over and put all new, and I don't know if they're electric or not, but they put all new cars in.
Oh, we got hybrids there now?
They put all new blue, all things blue now, and it's the blue Honda cars. And it's a little internal combustion engine kind of thing. But what you have to do, you'd have to put a sticker on every car, wouldn't you?
Well, we could do that, or we could build a perimeter around the area using our Orgon technology and clean it up that way. But either way, yeah. Big plus. Plus all the cars.
And you also did something too. I sent you a black and white photo of the carousel, and you turned it negative or something. You turned it into a negative image.
Right.
And that is good in your process.
Right. Well, it's helped because prior to when we had digital photographs, I was unable to extract biophoton numbers. But so if we look at analog photos, there's nothing I can really do to get a target. But we could use negatives or black and whites, and now I'm able to find that frequency easily.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, send me I'm looking forward to you coming back out to Southern California because you're in Texas now where everything seems to be happening. And I don't know if you want to send me a kit or something to put the labels on. The only thing I was thinking was, there's 12 posts around the 13th center, which all represent each side of the zodiac.
Zodiac, yeah.
Maybe there was a way to put them underneath the rotating carousel.
Yeah.
The Disney people can't see them. They can put them underneath each one of the posts.
I got an idea.
That way you could.
I got an idea there. Well, I'll pull Robert Kazar's Moore Park Ranch. It's pretty. You ever been up there?
No.
Robert Kazar, he had a ranch up there in Moore Park, and so he buried all these crystals in around the zodiac circle on his property. And that'd be a perfect foundation to lay, and then the biomimicry of the carousel on top of that. I think it's going to make a big difference in Southern California's attitude and adjustment toward a lot of good positive things. On a side note, if I may, real quick, we did this. We pulled a similar stunt like this in downtown Berkeley, California, and for the last year and a half, there has been no chemtrails above Berkeley.
Well, they're short riots and they've been burning down Starbucks. Okay, Thunder White Cloud, Holidium Labs, once again, they're a big supporter of the show. And I'll talk to you soon, Thunder. We'll get this done, and I'm going to go douse the ley lines tomorrow and see if I can get that on video, and then we'll get you out here, get the thing out there, and show us changing the energy of Disneyland, okay?
Sounds like a great plan, Sean. Keep up the great work.
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Thanks much. Talk to you soon. We'll be right back with more stuff for you to do on Strange Universe. We're the oh my goodness, we're the blonde Russian. We're the show the blonde Russian girl wants to be its wife. What? I had something like this. All right, it's the blonde Russian show that wants to be your wife. There you go. I screwed that up. That's it. When you wish upon a star. I don't know which stuff it is. We'll be right back. If Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein were alive today, they certainly would be working with HolidiumLabs.com, the world leader in quantum applied technology. And now, factory-authorized reps around the world are taking this technology to the global market with a turnkey application. This 2017 trend is the leading opportunity in the green energy sector. Folks around the world are working with HolidiumLabs.com to offer proactive solutions to the world's problems, whether it's by increasing fuel economy, reducing toxic gas emissions, reducing energy consumption in heating and cooling. The applications are truly endless. Check out our flagship product, RED, the Reduced Emissions Device. Now you can easily become part of the solution to air pollution. Through applied quantum physics, toxic emissions from the fuel and from the air used in combustion for your vehicle are rendered inert with this simple device that takes only moments to install. And right now, HolidiumLabs.com is offering a $2.5 million promotion of RED for only 1 cent plus $19.95 shipping and handling. Be part of the first 10,000 people. Our first submission for carbon credit allowances worth $2,000 a year annually to you for 5 years. RED has been tested to qualify for these allowances to California Environmental Engineering, an EPA-approved testing facility. Click the photo link of scientist Thunder White Cloud at work in his laboratory next to the first 10,000 free to get your RED for only $19.96. And while you're online, be sure to click the Earth picture and look into the many other environmental products offered by HolidiumLabs.com, and also products supporting your health. If Holidium Labs can stop pollution from your car through applied quantum physics, imagine what can be done for your health. Get involved today. That's HOLIDIUM Labs.com. HolidiumLabs.com.